Manchester United, Amas, Casemiro, Fernandes and Camerson, Garnacho and Lacey, Rasmus Højlund up front. Let's talk about Johnny Evans, because there's nothing he hasn't won in a red shirt, and this is going to be a nice way for him to sign off.
Yeah, amazing professional, amazing player, what a career he's had, and the humility with which he carries himself as well. He's an example to all younger players.
You and I have had the benefit of having a conversation.
Answers the flag, stays down again. Better defending. Oh, brilliant. What a first touch that would have been in the game for Ahmad.
Well, it's applauded by the manager, and rightly so. It's acrobatic, it's inventive.
The punches here. Justin is free again, creating a diversion at the near post. Lung-busting run. There's Garnacho. Nothing wrong with that challenge on Ugarte, and look who's back. Now Fernandes. Ahmad continues the run and tried to sneak on it at the near post.
I don't mind the run. I do think it's the wrong decision. There's Xerxes in the middle there that wants the ball. Obviously he wants to.
Passes on to Ahmad. The flag stays down. Ahmad with shoots. Lovely little 1-2. Ayew to Ahmad. Fernandes gets a second.
They're just on the block, aren't they? Pinned
Casemiro to Fernandes. There's a brilliant ball. Class move.
See the frustration though. And I don't mind it, because the fact that they're 5-2.
Bruno Fernandes puts his full might behind that. Where's the two, but he's been the most forward thinking, too much on. Garnacho cuts it back, Fernandes lets it go. Xerxes! Kept out by Ward. Now Garnacho, Xerxes again. There's a lot of space on this right-hand side. Waits for it to fall out of the air. Ayew is in there, the United. Xerxes, lovely turn. That's the midriff of just. El Canous for the central defenders. It's Fernandes, chance to finish it off, takes his time, and then whams it home for Manchester United's fifth, his second of the night. He's waited all season, and two come along at once.
It's like London buses. But this is excellent from Manchester United, and especially Bruno Fernandes, because you see the confidence in him to go round the goalkeeper. So, little one round the corner. Yes, there's a bit of fortune there. It's a poor back pass though. And then you're thinking, does he slot it across the keeper? No, the little drag over, goes past Ward. Quite happy to play cat and mouse on the line with the defender as well. And as I mentioned, for Manchester United, this is perfect, because you say in the changing rooms, yes, they're going to come out, you're going to soak up the pressure for 10-15 minutes, then you're going to go forward when you get your opportunity, and that's exactly.
Thomas with a decoy run. United, he would be first choice. And that again, they have to be careful with their challenges. Squirms away, and Ward hangs on for dear life.
It was a sharp intake of breath, I think, when
the fact that Leicester have swapped things around
for it to get themselves back in. Manchester.
Top of the defence is a great ball to Justin, and that needed emergency. Amongst these players, Martinez has left his spot on the left. McAteer. Well, he knew
you've got to take that ball and think later, as James
Reed. Practicing their shooting before the game, and he was more than willing to become that sparring partner. The referee felt that was a foul on Fernandes. As you can see, the Leicester defender looks completely shocked at the decision, and even more shocked that it warrants a yellow card.
Still running about at his age. He's got a long way to go.
There is 3 goals down. It may be a case. Garnacho to Fernandes. Not the shot. Ruud van Nistelrooy's team are going for a 5th here. It's Garnacho! Leicester just hoping to make it to half-time, so Steve Cooper can realign his team, because United are ripping them apart.
Very well in those wide areas. It's been very hard for Decordova they used to have on the pitch.
Ayew gets in the way, and can short and quickly. Xerxes in there, off the post, and Casemiro sweeps it in for his second. Blink tonight and you'll miss a goal. That man's always enjoyed celebrating a Manchester United goal. Casemiro's not on the score sheet too often. He's now looking for a hat-trick.
Well, the Manchester United fans wanted a reaction, and they've certainly got it. We can talk about the defending, but this is a reaction from these Manchester United players to want to go forward, to do it with purpose, to put the ball in the back of the net. You see here initially, comes off the woodwork, it's his initial header, Casemiro, but then he reacts. He doesn't rest on his laurels. He's not got his head in his hands because he's hit the woodwork. He's on his front foot, ready to put the rebound in. So
Martinez. Xerxes is away. Does he go solo? Drops of goal. Garnacho hangs it in the air, and Ward will be happy to just slow down the heartbeat of the game.
I think Garnacho's trying to do the right thing, though, in terms of heading it.
Over the years, isn't it? Bit of freestyling between the two of them. Manchester United looking for their 5th goal before half-time. He could have had his hat-trick before half-time. He's doing his best impression of Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Well, let's argue that Ruud would have probably put that one.
One team attacks, the other attacks. It's United.
In for the underages, so it's good to see him back on the...
Fernandes, little step over. Casemiro, shooters the demand. Oh, did he shoot? Van Nistelrooy celebrating like he scored it himself, and he would have been very proud of that one. Brilliant from the Brazilian. That has lifted the mood around Old Trafford.
Well, there's a lot to like about this goal. First, in terms of the run from Garnacho down that left-hand side. Makes it early, it's deliberate, and it's the run that makes the ball at times. And he does well, he keeps the ball. There's a little dummy in here as well. I think the ball initially goes into, or it's looking for Fernandes, and there must be a shout because he
joined the goal-scoring party. Garnacho. Ward with an uncertain block as he was left completely exposed by his...
Red shirts flying forward. Garnacho gets the ball there, but he's made a brilliant run off the back shoulder of Thomas's, and acres of space every time they go forward.
Decordova-Reid. There's a whole team giving it away. Fernandes passed on the responsibility. Blue on the edge of the Manchester United penalty area. It means it's going to be Decordova-Reid. Soumare, little teaser on the blind side of Dalot. El Carnus. Yeah, I think he was back. Most of Leicester's issues are on. Garnacho has to be quick, taken down in full flight by El Carnus. He knew he'd done wrong. He's just trying to get himself out of the referee's notebook now.
Yeah,
Free kick suffice.
It doesn't matter how quickly you put your arms up in that position when you...
A left-footed player, but it's Fernandes who goes through the wall. 3-1 Manchester United. It's a shower of goals at Old Trafford, and Fernandes is off the mark for the season. Things are changing around here.
Well, it's smiles all around. This one is a bit fortuitous. Then you're thinking back to that challenge from El Carnus, putting his side in danger. Takes a massive deflection off James Justin. Completely changes the direction of the ball. Fernandes trying to wrap it in that top right-hand corner. Nothing that Danny Ward can do about that one.
Now Bruno Fernandes is